guys, Pixie doing another video. Let's talk about a few topics. So, OMAD, let's see what I've said about OMAD. I guess you can relax a little bit on it, once you get into the swing of it. It's just looking at the scales every so often, and getting your feedback on it really. And it's important just to get a sort of level of biofeedback and just a general feedback actually, because it tells you how much your body's increased or reduced. And then there might be accuracy issues with the scales anyway, where you place on the floor, how flat the floor is, all sorts of things. So really, I mean, like for me, half a stone, or maybe what that would equate into 3 kilograms. I don't know what it works into pounds. It'll blow my brain out. Yeah, so you get an idea of where you are in the weight. But if it's sort of a small amount, I won't worry about it. It could be water and all sorts of things. It could be your food. It's like I got on the scales, it told me I was close to 17 stone. I thought, bloody hell. And then in the morning I got on it and I was about 16 and a half. I thought, how do I put on half a stone weight and lose it overnight? Because I don't get up in the night and go to the toilet. So I thought, I did actually go to the toilet at some point before I weighed myself. It told me I was 16 and a half, which is the same weight as I have been for a while. However, my stomach looks a lot flatter, and I've been using this technique, as I mentioned in another video, whereby there's a period of dry fasting in your fasting, and it just allows your body to concentrate fully on its cleansing and whatever else. I mean, it depends what you eat, how fast it's broken down, when does your body start to drop its insulin levels, how much sugar's come in. So I'm not trying to deprive myself of sugar, it's just trying to get that balance in there. So it's just not overdoing it really. And just pulling back, and also, like I say, the scale feedback gives that knowledge. I'm trying out some stuff with nearly went up that way. Change my mind. Stuff from Cole Robson, the snake diet wizard, and it's just really the eating window. Trying to look at it in the morning, and I think they just pick up energy levels, pick up, and I think there was some theory stuff that's coming to my head that was, because your metabolism increases, to meet its demands on its increase, it will turn into fats as well. Because some things break down quicker in your body, like sugars are getting quickly processed, your fats are getting processed, and it takes a lot of energy to process food. So your body, when it has energy demands, and this is why people think with working out it burns fat. Yeah, if you can burn through your sugar reserves in your muscles, then they will probably result to draining enough energy from your fats to fill in the gaps. And it's very rare that would happen. It's when you probably you work so hard, you give yourself the shakes. It's probably quite hard to burn muscle exercising, and there's a lot of people, when I used to go to the gym, that were sort of big, they had big muscles and they had extra fat reserves as well. And then there were some people that built like monsters really, not to pick any, there was like some women who had arms much stronger than me, thinner frames, so they're really sort of hitting it and doing sort of chin-ups and stuff. It's like, well, don't normally see that sort of level of intensity, but no, good on them if they train that hard. Just kind of things like this, just to kind of check if you got a defined arm and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe I'm prejudiced or something. Other things, so I think I've got my magic doll, we could call it. Perhaps easier for people to handle than Voodoo doll. Or Voodoo. hold it on hill. And so that's coming along quite well. I've ordered a crow skull. And I've got some other bits to construct it, crystals and things. So I'm going to end up making the orgon inside the skull of the crow, and then inserting that inside the head of the doll, and then I'm probably going to use my craft type blowtorch to melt the plastic of the baby's head onto the skull to firmly fix it, and then possibly any extra detail can get fixed using some of the clay modelling around the head. And anything else, I'll probably have to look at the innards. It won't be too creepy. I like duck feathers or natural wool. I prefer natural fibres. I can also to create a kind of organ. This is actually will generate a lot of energy. You know, sometimes with wool, it's like a static like cotton wool and stuff. So static electricity. So you get that kind of electrical spectrum of energy, and then I put some. I could put some copper coil maybe around a spine. I generate a spine for it. And I've got a few things to generate a spine. I've also got some this hemp. When I grew some hemp plants, they because hemp's used for all sorts of things. So I'm not about the seed variety. I mean, I don't even know what type of hemp it is. I mean, it's got characteristics, obviously, but people get a bit caught up with the C word. And so basically, used for textiles. It's used for all sorts of things. So I've got some of the wood stem of it, and I might use that in the spine. So it's like a medicinal type wood. Put into the spine. So I might use that for the spine. Wrap a copper coil around it. But I also may put some wire wool in it, cotton wool. So what it does is it generates a lot of energy, a lot of like static electricity inside it, and that will be channeled into the crystals. So it's just a big sort of, it charge up. So like a lightning bolt comes out of it. That would be scary. The crow fires out an electric bolt from his beak, gives somebody a heart attack or something. Starts glowing or something, or even that could catch on fire. Curse of the doll. So wicked. Yeah, but it's definitely a good. It's a good fun project. You see, I'm enjoying myself just talking about it. So some hypergamy stuff. I've had a Russian lady who wants me to meet up with me, but wants me to come into her airport. So I've kind of played it cool. I've played it level-headed, a bit of banter in there, you know. She said, well, I don't want to just be your tour guide, I want to be your girlfriend or something. I said, well, if you're lucky. So I've kind of played it quite cool, like sort of just stick her on a pedestal and stick her up in the air. She wouldn't appreciate that, even if I feel like, oh, that's, you know, oh, she's so nice. So it's learning from the experience. And I think people that have gone MGTOW should only be a temporary thing. Long term, it's like a mental health thing. It's like being an extreme feminist. You know, if you're so at a point where you can't mix with men or have debates or intelligent debates, I don't think you're no longer a feminist. You're some kind of anti-whatever male type individual. You're basically borderline hate crime because you use all the statistics of negative things and then you circumvent that into your own venom, and that's I haven't met many people like that, to be honest. I've met people that are a bit up their own arse, and what they do to a bloke is they just start shouting at them and stuff. You know, they're kind of in this authority position, but they get all riled, and a bloke tends to take it because he doesn't like to be nasty to women, but they think it's okay to have a shouting match or go nuts at some bloke. When the bloke, I tell you what happened once is this woman was like that, And she actually put me into a point where I took some antidepressants, and I had to have a meeting, some training with her, so I took some that morning. I don't know if they were effective or not. But she was sort of like looking to attack me verbally, and so she did. But I just took my ground and I said some stuff back. And her manager was ready to jump in, like I was going to, throw her across the room or something. You know, because there was things she'd done wrong, but she just wanted to, she thought if she'd come in aggressive, that she could just put it on top of me. How wrong she was. And then I just hated her after that, because I just didn't want to get caught in these head games. And it was, oh, how are you doing, that lot? And then it's like, well, why haven't you done this? And I heard you did this, and I heard you done that. And it's sort of like, well, ease up. You know, how would you want me to answer these questions? And that you can see how some people go MGTOW. They meet somebody who's a viper. That's why vipers. They're just on the attack because they don't care. And yeah, so that's kind of highlights that. Anyways, peace sign off.